Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy GZTV. Back with another video. We're here with another NBA stream, just kind of recapping the action. Thursday, February 20th, we get pretty much a full slate of games. Now, tomorrow there'll be a lot of games on tomorrow. I'm pretty hyped about that. I'll definitely be watching some basketball. I have a lot of free time tomorrow. Not a whole lot of homework going on, so I'll be able to lock in. I was honestly able to lock in tonight. I watched a decent amount of games. Like, we're going to talk about the Magic Hawks. I watched a little bit of that game. I caught a lot of the Bulls Knicks game. I watched basically the whole fourth quarter until the end of the game. I watched Clippers Bucks. I watched the end of that. And then we watched the Lakers Trailblazers. I watched basically the whole second half of that one too. So there you have it. Those are the games we're going to be talking about. We're going to start with the Magic and the Hawks. Paulo Banchero scores 36 points. The Magic rally past the Hawks. They win by 6. I mean, Paulo Banchero just being a leader for this team, doing a little bit of everything, and this is a team that's trying to get to that 500 hump, and playing like this is going to really help them. I mean, great rebounding, great scoring, solid playmaking as well. I mean, this is a hub for this team. This guy's doing everything. You know, they were down 19 points early, and they came back and they won because of Paulo Banchero getting 36-point double-double. That's awesome. Obviously, guys like Muhammad Goye, you got to give the Hawks credit. He was playing really good defense. Really fun game here. You know, obviously Terrence Mann is making his debut for the Hawks. Well, I think he played a little bit before All-Star break. Maybe not, though. He was being aggressive, getting to the rim, and obviously Onyeka Okongwu was going to go out there and hit some tough shots and be big. But, yeah, man, 36 points and 10 rebounds for Paulo Banchero off of 30% three-point shooting. And to complement that, I mean, as always, you got Franz Wagner kind of being his sidekick, putting up 25 points, shooting 50%. So that's always great. That's enough to get it done. And you look at the Hawks, you get 11 points, 12 rebounds for Zachary Risache. He actually played a pretty good ball game, 60% three-point shooting as well. Great game for Trae Young, 38 points. You get Dyson Daniels, not the greatest shooting splits, but he still ended with 10 points and 11 rebounds. It's just, yeah, they have a problem at the... Muhammad Goye, I like him. I don't know why he's in the starting lineup, though. You have plenty of guys. I mean, Jordan Yang, Clint Capella, maybe they're doing a minute restriction thing. You have Karis LeVert. You have Terrence Mann. You have Dominic Barlow. You have a pretty decent bench. I don't know why they're starting Goye. I think it's weird. They have a very weird lineup again. I talked about it in my trade deadline video. The Hawks are in a very weird spot right now, so there's kind of where I'm going to leave that off. We're going to start with we're going to get going with the Bulls and the Knicks. I mean, obviously the Bulls made a lot of mistakes in overtime, and they probably could have and should have maybe won this game if you really watched it, but still a really good effort for the Bulls here. I mean, obviously they are pretty much permanently, until they pick up some star players permanently, or pick up a franchise player at that through a draft or through free agency. They're pretty much permanently a play-in team until then. But playing Karl-Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson, that's tough. I mean, they helped the Knicks beat the Bulls by 2 in overtime. It's just an incredible team. These two guys do score the rock at such a high level, and then, you know, Cat being a big man and Jalen Brunson being a guard allows Cat to rebound at a high level, and it allows Jalen Brunson to play make at a high level. So it's just a really good combo. And I mean, the Knicks, I'm going to continue to say it with those two. They cooked with this transaction. I mean, picking up Cat is one of the biggest pickups and one of the best pickups this franchise has had since probably Carmelo Anthony. Probably since Carmelo Anthony. So crazy stuff. Big game for the Knicks. Awesome stuff. He's great. Big game for Cat. Mikal Bridges, we know him to be a great defensive player even ever since he was on Phoenix, and he had that huge stop on Vooch, although I think Vooch probably should have did that a little better. I don't know. Precious Achiuwa was using his athleticism. Really entertaining game. And the Knicks defense just showed up this game in overtime, just shutting him down completely. Really dope stuff here. You look at the Bulls, obviously you get 21 points from Nikola Vucevic. He did sell, but I mean, he shot 60% from 3. You get 27 points, 16 rebounds. Kind of a wasted game for Josh Giddey. A monster performance off of 67% three-point shooting. I'm just not a really big fan of Montes Buzelis being in the starting lineup. They have plenty of guys off the bench. I mean, they have Julian Phillips. They have Trey Jones. They just picked up Kevin Huerter. They still have Ayo Dosunmu. They have all sorts of guys that they can kind of test in the starting lineup. I think for Montes Buzelis, I get he's a rookie. We should probably give him a break. That's kind of the point, though. You should probably sit him and kind of get some development going before we go, hey, he should start. I know he should get minutes, and the Bulls are kind of in a situation where they're not going to make the playoffs, and they might not even make the play-in. So maybe they're trying to give the rookie minutes just because they know that most of these games don't matter. Who knows? Great game for the Knicks as always. This is just a fantastic ball club. 13 points, 10 rebounds for Mikal Bridges. 32 points, 18 rebounds for Cat. 22 points, 12 assists for Jalen Brunson. 23 points for Deuce McBride. I mean, holy shit, these guys put together a fucking game. They're going to be a scary team to face in the playoffs, and they continue to prove it with games like this. So, there you have it. Clippers, Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo returns, and the Bucks use the fourth quarter rally to beat the Clippers by 6. I'm not sure why Giannis wasn't able to play in the All-Star game, but was able to play this game. I guess he got like a 4. I have that crazy hiccups. I guess he had like a 4-day break, but still. Obviously, after missing 6 games with a strained calf, he came back, had a pretty good scoring night here, and helped them get the win. Kyle Kuzma had a 55-foot three-pointer at the buzzer. That was an awesome moment. You know, moments like that are kind of going to try to cement him with the franchise as a piece going forward. So that's fun. Really fun game here. Man, Brook Lopez was amazing this game. Tough shots late in the game, playing good defense, and even Kyle Kuzma was hitting tough shots. I'm pretty optimistic about this Bucks team. I don't think they're going to win the championship, but, like, the Kuzma trade was pretty decent. Like, yeah, obviously Kawhi is going to bring the offense, and he did that, but it just wasn't enough. You get a 25-point game from him. He shot 50% from 3, 20 points, 15 rebounds for Ivica Zubac. I mean, that seems like a casual stat line for him at this point. He is a monster. 24 points for James Harden. Missing Norman Powell is a huge deal because now you have to start Chris Dunn, and it's kind of like, kind of gets a little spooky there. I mean, Ben Simmons and Bogdan Bogdanovic, those are fine pieces off the bench, and you have kind of a cushion when Norman Powell is gone, but that guy is an all-star caliber player. You need him playing, especially against a team like the Bucks, and it's kind of unfortunate. He literally participated in All-Star Weekend but couldn't play this game. Interesting stuff in the NBA. I can make a whole video about the load management and the issue with players missing games, but I'm not going to do that. I'll probably make an all-star video instead, just ranting about that. You look at the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo puts up 23 points. Brook Lopez, 22 points. A great game. So those two kind of lead the charge offensively. Yeah, we're going to just kind of talk about the Lakers and the Trailblazers game, and that's going to do it for the video, for the stream. LeBron fucking James. This guy is 40 years old and scored 40 points. Has that ever happened? Like, I know LeBron's done it twice when he was 40. I don't even know before him if that ever happened. So, yeah, leading the Lakers past the Trailblazers. They win by 8. 8 straight in a fourth quarter surge. I mean, this guy is incredible. What a fucking scoring night. What an offensive weapon this guy is. Three-pointer just gets better and better the longer he's been in the league. He scores on all 3 levels of the damn basketball court. It's incredible. Obviously, Austin Reeves is a fantastic scorer for this team as well, and those two complement each other. Like, I'm not going to hate on Anthony Davis, but ever since he's been cut out the picture, they've complemented each other's game really well, I think. So, awesome stuff. You know, Jackson Hayes is going to be a dunk threat, a rim threat, so that's great. Really fun game here, actually. I mean, LeBron, though, just fall-away jumpers. And, you know, obviously they were playing against Denny Avdia. He was making it tough. He was getting to the rim and being aggressive defensively, getting in passing lanes, doing stuff like that. But yeah, man, 40 points for LeBron, who shot 50% from the three-point line, 32 points for Austin Reeves. That's incredible. Those two putting up 72 of the team's 110 points. That's ridiculous. Obviously, that's not going to happen every game, but that's great to get a game like that, especially with Luka out, and especially coming off the game they just had against the Hornets. Very disappointing finish there. You look at the Trailblazers, really all they had was a 28-point game for Denny Avdia off of 67% three-point shooting. Other than that, I don't know what the hell Jeremy Grant was doing this game. Very bad game for him. I mean, Robert Williams III, Shaedon Sharpe, Delano Banton, Scoot Henderson. There's guys like that come off the bench that can kind of clean up. My God, that was a shitter performance. That was terrible. I love Jeremy Grant as a player, but that's a terrible game for him. So you look at Friday's games, that's going to do it for that game. You look at Friday's games, ESPN has a fantastic doubleheader. We have the Knicks and Cavs kind of starting that off. What other good games we got on? I mean, yeah, Timberwolves Rockets. I'll be interested to see that. And then the Warriors play the Kings. That's a long-time playoff rivalry, and 2 pretty good teams there. So those should be some pretty fun matchups. I'll definitely be watching plenty of basketball tomorrow night. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to go work on for about an hour, 15 minutes. I'm going to go work on my Squid Game video.